All hail.
You know, I really hate summers in this country. Now, admittedly, it's good for when I go to the gym and want to absolutely exhaust myself, but failing that, it's hotter than a six-way with 5 Natasha Nice clones. Anyway, to the subject at hand. I was just looking through my analytics on my Not Damian Skyfire channel, and my top video on that channel is the 40-minute rant I went on about old John Danz Jr. And I know people are already rolling their eyes, well, the ones that are sick of the John content. There's also a bunch of you that refuse to watch anything I make which isn't John-based content. You should try my other videos. They're also good. But there's that one video, right? And it's done really well. It's almost at 9,000 views. That is far and away the most successful video I've ever done. When I made a second channel following the temporary closure of my original channel, it had 2,000 views on that. Now it's at close to 9,000, so well over 10,000 views total for that video. So that's massive. That is by far my most watched video. I've had a bunch of videos get over 1,000 views between both channels, but that one is far and away the biggest one. And this video, rather than a brand new roast on John, is actually just going into what my takeaway is from that video. The fact that I've had so many views, the fact it still gets comments, the fact that that view graph keeps going up, and it's consistently my top viewed video on that channel. It's amazing. Because all I'd originally done it for was to make a video to clap back at John and shut him up because he'd been busting my balls around about the time my original channel got shut down. The dude kept mouthing off, and I just wanted to throw something at him. One day when I was bored and just basically went, alright, let's put together something that showcases what a complete maggot this guy is. Let's just go through his history of being a complete hypocrite, liar, and asshole. I lost track of time when I filmed the damn thing. Like, when I made the video, I was ranting, and I'm like, okay, well that probably took about 20 minutes. Then when I went to go edit, hey, 40 minutes. Was not intending it to be that long, but if you watch the video, you will see I go through a lot of valid points. It is not a lot of filler. But that brings me to why I'm making this video. The popularity of that video, and the fact that people keep looking for that video, and the fact people keep watching that video, tells me that John has left behind a legacy of spite and hypocrisy. You look at my critics, okay? I've been on this platform for nearly 10 years, got 2 channels, managed to get a cumulative around about a legitimate 2,000 to 2,100 subs between channels. Give or take duplicates, etc. I mean, about 100 of those are one annoying little turd in a special needs program in Australia, but much like his parents, I don't really give a shit about him either, so he doesn't count, just like he never will in life. But even if you take that little joke out of account, I've still got over 2,000 subs between 2 channels, so I've done alright. And my only detractors are a bunch of immature, childish little maggots from the AFL community and the ginormous landmass that is Jacob Stoodman. Pretty much all of my detractors are a bunch of useless little dillweeds that'll never amount to anything, that think going, you're a doo-doo head on YouTube is a sick burn. It's the type of thing you expect from 5-year-olds, and even they'd look at it and think it's immature. On the other hand, you've got John. And John is a lot more hated than I ever thought he was. I've been through why he's a dick. I've been doing it for years. I made a 40-minute video. I have made multiple videos since talking about his constant whining and lack of want to improve his life. But that video, my main takeaway is that this dude has treated so many people so poorly. For a kick-off, his way of carrying himself, he's just an absolute arse of a human being, and I've been into that many times. But it's the sheer number of people that despise this guy, that have lost faith in this guy, the number of bridges that have been burnt by this guy. And yet he never learns, and it's everybody else's problem. And I would love a world-class psychologist to sit down with John and actually get some finalised results as to what the hell's wrong with him. Because I'm genuinely curious to know. But it's cool on my end because I never thought anything I made would reach that type of an audience, be that popular, do that well, be that almost universally... Would acclaim be the right word? I don't know. But I've received a lot of praise from that video, gotten a lot of subs from that video. Apart from the bendy straw himself, it's pretty much widely praised and received either way. But it showcases what a complete maggot John Danz Jr. is in his heart of hearts. The fact that one video continuously draws new viewers, new subs, new upvotes, new interest. And it's just me ranting for 40 minutes, poking holes in John's logical lack thereof and the hypocritical way he carries himself. It just proves that there may only be one uniting factor in the ranting community, and that's that nobody likes John Danz. He's a fucking hard guy to like, and it gets worse the older he gets. There's no self-reflection, there's no learning, there's no improvement. It's everybody else's fault but John's, at least according to John. Like, I'm glad I've made that one video a lot of people gravitate towards. Honestly, I don't know why, I couldn't tell you myself, because it's just me gobbing off for 40 minutes, but I appreciate the views and the engagements and so on. But it just proves that John's a dick. And I am glad that I have never gotten to that point. I've pissed a lot of people off in my 10 years on this platform. As I say, I've got an ongoing problem with a bunch of idiots from Australia. But it's never at a point where I am universally despised like John is. I've made a lot of friends, I've made a lot of fans, I've got respect from a lot of my peers. I am happy to have made those friends and to have that respect. But I'm not entitled to that. And that's the difference between me and John. John believes he's entitled to respect and foot kisses and ass kisses and dick rubs and whatever the hell else. I know that I'm just some guy who loves mouthing off at a camera. People dig what I do, and I'm appreciative of that. And I mean, hey, maybe one day, some wind down the track, there will be the constant, angry, pimp-slapping history of Damian Skyfire. But no matter my shortcomings, and I made a video in 2018 saying I'm glad that I met John because I might have become him. I'm glad John exists as a role model in that aspect. Because however bad I may be, no matter how bad I get, I will never be that, and my reputation will never be that, of John Danz Jr. Whiny, bitchy, little, pathetic curmudgeon. I'm grateful that video has been so well received, but it also proves a point about the legacy John's left behind. He's an absolute asshole, and I think that that sentiment is more than universally echoed. It's true. It's damn true. I'm Damian Skyfire. Till next time.